Today, family members and volunteers from the American Red Cross paid tribute to someone really special. Brad Morter, a former volunteer and donor himself, dedicated his life to platelet donation. Now, many years ago, a fellow construction worker battled cancer and needed platelets. So Brad started donating to help him. Morter died unexpectedly last year, but this year, his friends and relatives are honoring his memory.
We were given a lot when he passed, a lot of support, a lot of community involvement for us, and we had to think of a way that we could give back to people, give back to our community, and then also just channel our grief somewhere.
Throughout his lifetime, Brad Morter donated 108 gallons of blood, platelets, and plasma. That's 864 separate visits and donations.